This is Vince or Demigod Christie, another Monster Hunter World. Now, odd thing about this hunt is that I was not expecting a beast to go along. Usually, at expeditions, I just use a great sword, so I'll be able to collect more gathering, to get more gathering. But since I was surprised by this, and there you go, see? I was unprepared. Now the good thing about the Monster Hunter world against the other Monster Hunter prior to that is that you can actually switch tools in mid missions. So first and foremost, I'll go back to the box, get all the rations and stuffs, and bring it to my box because I got a light bowgun user. So here you go. So as you see, I switch my weapon to a blade. And one feature of the Monster Hunter world is that you can actually save a setting for items like bullets and such, as well as armors. So and here I go, try eating chef special, to increase the health as well as the stamina. I read a YouTuber having so much hate for Chef Special, but I don't know why. I did not spend time reading it. So always read the hunter's info to see what's the weakness, what's the breakable parts as well. So here I go. I will actually just skip through this. Always collect all the tracks to be able to track the monster. In here is another odd thing. I was surprised that it's a threesome here. Yeah, there are two monsters here. The primary target is the pink Rathen, and another one. I was not informed that I'll be a third wheel. So very quickly, it is actually very important to also bring a dung bomb in these cases. A dung bomb is actually used to make the other beast, other monster to flee the scene. So, but I actually enjoy watching them fighting each other. The other one having an ice element that's a weakness of a Rathian. Uh, so there you go. So watch them first. It actually took me around 10 to 15 minutes, and I was thinking, never ever forget a dung bomb. That was my my lesson at that time. Never ever forget a dung bomb because it actually wasted my time a lot. That's why the original video of this hunt is actually 30 minutes. I had to trim it. I have to edit edit it. I had to increase the speed at some point, like this one, so that because YouTubers actually want it to be a short film, like less than 10 minutes, to be more watchable. There they go. They're actually trying to chase me, both of them. So again, never forget a dung bomb. Now again, a good thing about these, unlike the earlier editions of the Monster Hunters in the PSP, is that they don't actually fight it off or duke it out. Here you go. You will see actually that the Rathen, the pink Rathen, was put to sleep by the other monster, and also always bring large bombs. Yeah, there you go. So just make sure that the large bomb, since if it's the beast, the monster is on a sleep mode, the damage is more than one. So it is very important if you place a dung bomb, a large bomb. The large bomb would be the one making the initial damage. I usually have a large bomb and a small bomb. So the small bombs actually just used as a trigger for the large bomb. So that's how I program my attacks if a monster is. That's why, yeah. And also when I use a light bowgun, I always use the mine. One thing in using the mine, never stand behind the mine. Actually, what you do is I lure the monster to the mine. That's why. So if you stand behind the mine and you start blasting the beast, you're actually destroying your mine. You're actually just trying to draw the monster to the mine. So as you see, you can see here that I'm not firing if I'm in the back of the mine. And here we go again, as I've said a couple of times now, I think. Never forget a dung bomb. So, dung bomb. One thing I've learned through playing a Monster Hunter, always as solo, never forget a dung bomb, a firecaster, and a flash bomb. So those are my go-to items that I need to bring whenever in a mission. So there you go. So the other monster just left the scene. So I have the Rathen, pink Rathen, also. And there's another monster coming on the scene. One thing about this first encounter with the pink Rathen on this the coral region is that I've actually had a couple of times to deal with two monsters, with the pink Rathen and another monster. Actually with the other one and now this one, and there'll be another time I have another monster. So yeah, dung bomb. I can't emphasize that enough. Always bring a dung bomb. Okay. So the good thing about being a gunner, that's why it's my go-to weapon whenever I first encounter a stronger opponent, is that I believe in the mantra that as long as they cannot touch you, they cannot hurt you. But you always need to study the stance of the monster. They usually have range weapons, range attacks like the Rathen, the fireball. They have the range attack. So, but you can see that in the body language, right? If they're able to throw a stick up a fireball, or they're already the fireball attack. There you go, there's another monster, but that is manageable. That is manageable. That tiny monster is manageable, so I'm able to attack, even though I'm a third wheel again. So in this hunt, I'm always a third wheel. I think he's very helpful too. So I let him spin a couple of shots against the pink Rathen. once again, always try to check the hunter's info. What are the weakness of the monster? In this case, a pink creation's actually not find the hunter's info yet. Actually, even after you defeat the pink creation, you won't find it in the hunter's info. So I assume that pink creation will have the same weakness of as a ration. So ice, thunder, and water. So those are the key elements that they're weak on. So I use them. And if you can see earlier, I always aim at the head. Since these element bullets are piercing in nature, if you shoot it directly on the head, it will go through the head, the neck, and the body. So it's a multiple attack. So, and always remember, I've been here a couple of times now at this area. So I always remember the area. In this case, you will see that I'm actually standing on top of like a gelatin, I think giant jelly terrain. So this is actually usable. As later on you will see that Rathen can be trapped in this kind of trap a couple of times. So you will see, and that gives you enough advantage for multiple to attack. But of course, remember to be aware, to always be aware of what your opponent at this point, the pink Rathen, is doing. I do apologize for the barking sound. That's actually not part of the game. Although there's a canine beast a while ago. That's not coming from police. It's coming from my dog. Yeah. So there you go. So you see that the pink Rathen is trapped on the terrain. So those are the things you have to take note. Number one, the terrain. If there are traps available. Number two, if there are animals that can cause status effects. Later on you will see a frog that can cause sleep, so take advantage of those frogs. So again, there's my dog again. You know, so yeah, he's actually very noisy. So just consider that as a monster from the Monster Hunter world. Usually when the monster leaves the zone or the area, what I do is I always check what's the closest camp they'll be willing to. Now, and I'll transport myself to that camp. And since this is just trying to locate the monster, I have actually speed up. As I said a while ago, the original video took around 31 minutes, so I tried to trim it out to reduce the another minute, edit off some parts, speed up some parts which was not important. So to As you can see, the pink Rathen actually hit one of those frogs with status effect, and in this case it's sleep. So take advantage of that. Always bring a giant bomb, as I said, and make sure the giant bomb is closer than the small bomb, because the damage would be doubled for those initial damage. So that's why the double bomb is more. It gives more damage. That's why the small bomb is just acting as a trigger. Right, so be aware of your environment. Always bring a dung bomb, a flash bomb, a firecaster, a large bomb, a small bomb. That's usually how you could effectively hunt around. As you can see, the pink rating is already close to death. Usually at first hunts, what I recommend, what I do is I capture it first. Reason for that: number one, there are more collected items in a captured monster. Number two, the research team can actually have a research going, more research on that. And as you can see here, I switched from a gunner to a blade. uh, my process actually, if especially if a monster has a breakable tail, I will cut the tail first using a blade, and then finish it off with a gun, or vice versa. But unfortunately, on this hunt, I was unable to cut the tail. I was actually concerned that I may die. Given that's already around 30 minutes on this game, it will be a shame to lose 30 minutes and then find yourself dying. So I had to capture it, place a pitfall trap, and then using two tranquilizer bombs. Now, usually, most of the time, I've actually not seen any monster that's made to sleep by just one tranquilizer bomb. It always uses two tranquilizer bombs, so make sure you have the traps and the tranquilizer bomb in any case, just to capture the monster if you decide to, or to make the film shorter. So there you go. So I placed the tranquilizer bomb, and then like clockwork, yeah, there you go. So don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and request whatever hunts you want to see using a gunner. This is Vince, or Demigod Christie, the Gunner Hunter. Have a good one.